So here is a little game that I've created. It's very simple. If you click on the button, then you will get one score point. If you click another time, if you click once again on the button, then you get next point. So you keep on clicking on the button to add your score by one. Now I have to add another condition to this code to mention um, the score deduction. So naturally, the second condition would be if the mouse is clicked somewhere else on this screen, then the score should be deducted by 1. So if I click somewhere here or here or here or anywhere else but the button, then the score should be -1. Now here, if you see, um, I'm scoring. I'm clicking on anywhere else, but somehow the click seems to be overlapping with the button sprite. So it is very important to crop your sprite whenever you create, so that it's the sprites and the clicks are operated very well. So if there is an overlap between the click and your sprite, then it will check the condition and it will perform accordingly. So yes, instead of saying that the rest of the locations, if the mouse is clicked over the rest of all these locations, which is difficult to say in one line, then you can simply add one operator that would negate this statement. So instead of saying if the mouse is clicked over all these locations, like here or here or here or here or here or here or here, you can simply say if the mouse is not clicked over this button sprite. So for that, I can go to control and place this if block. And in math, I have this not boolean operator, which allows me to negate the statement that I write next to it. So from the world, I will continue to take the same block, which is mouse pressed over. So now with the not operator, it has negated this statement. So now it says if mouse is not pressed over the button, then I want the score to be reduced by 1. So score becomes score -1. Now let me check whether that works. As you can see, I have not clicked over the button sprite. So the first statement is not true, but the second statement is true, and hence it continues to deduct the score, and it has now reached -180 and beyond that. So the complexity of that statement is a little more than this. What I need to check is the two statements, whether the mouse has been clicked first, and if it has been clicked, then whether it has been clicked outside the button sprite area. So in math block, there is an AND operator here, which allows me to check both these statements. So for temporarily, I'm dragging this block and placing it over here, and until I use this AND operator. You can read more about it from this section. You can check examples to understand it better. So my second statement is whether the mouse has not been clicked over the button sprite, and the first is whether the mouse has been clicked at all. So for the mouse click, I can use this block mouse went down left. So whether the mouse has been left clicked, and the second statement is if it is not being clicked on the button sprite. So two conditions are being checked simultaneously, and only if they are true, then the score will be negated. So now I click on the button sprite and I add score points. I click somewhere else on the screen and the score is deducted by 1. So that's how you use two Boolean operators together and make more complex conditions for your game.